Please welcome Pluralsight co-founder and CEO, Aaron Skonnard.
Everybody. Thank you. How's everyone doing today? Did you have a good night last night? Yeah, a little early start. Let's give it up one more time for our Best in Tech winners. We had some amazing stories last night, and we're just so proud to work with all of those incredible partners and customers. And I'm so happy to be back together again. We've assembled an incredible group right here in this room of tech leaders and talent builders, all focused on one common goal, that of advancing your tech workforce. And that's actually our mission here at Pluralsight, to advance the world's technology workforce. And we're so proud and honored to do it one customer and even one person at a time. So thank you all for being here, for coming to Salt Lake City, Utah, and being part of this important conversation. You are the thought leaders driving innovation in this space, and we're honored to be your trusted partner in that journey. You may have noticed that we've rebranded the event this year. Navigating the fast-moving and ever-evolving technology landscape is the monumental challenge we all share. And that's precisely what this event is all about. So welcome to Pluralsight Navigate. Thank you. You know, today, many of us feel extreme pressure right now to drive performance through what's a very tumultuous time in the market. Now more than ever before, we're being asked to do more with less. It's truly an unprecedented time in our industry. But it feels a little like Groundhog Day because every time we've got together for the last few years, it's been unprecedented times. But seriously, the challenge we're facing right now is real. We're facing the headwinds of a tough economy, a complicated talent market, and relentless competitive pressures in this digital-first, cloud-centric world. But despite these challenges, there's hope. Many of today's top organizations were founded or grew out of tough times just like this one. In fact, did you know that Disney was founded during the Great Depression? The company that created the happiest place on earth took root during one of the most severe depressions we've ever experienced. Disney and other top organizations around the world realize that technology itself is a deflationary force. High levels of technology investment today are investments that deliver strong results tomorrow. But these innovative technologies don't build and run themselves, do they? No, people do. And that's why we must invest in our people now. Because our people are still struggling to get the skills they need. In our recent State of Cloud report, we found that 75% of leaders are now building new products and features in the cloud by default. But only 8% of technologists have strong experience in the cloud. It's like having 75 incredible modern aircraft, but only 8 pilots to fly them. Who's going to fly all these planes if we only have a few qualified pilots? And if we don't have enough pilots, how are we going to get to our desired destinations? Answering these questions is the secret to doing more with less. So today, I'll attempt to address these important questions and point to a better path forward. Let's start by talking more about the challenges in front of us right now. There's a clear tech talent crisis unfolding right before us, and it's holding us back big time. So how do we overcome it? The answer is with technology itself. We need to use tech to teach tech. And we need to approach it with an engineering, data-driven mindset. We need to solve these problems just like an engineer would, using data to inform the best and most effective solutions. Ultimately, we need a tech workforce operating system. And we must leverage that OS to become creators, not just consumers of talent. Becoming a creator of talent requires a complete shift in mindset and strategy. And you have to address the key challenges and obstacles in the way. After working with more than 20,000 customers over the last decade, I want to cover 3 of the biggest challenges I'm seeing right now. So first, companies are struggling with an overload of content from different providers, often of varying quality, and it's very difficult to organize it and leverage it around driving specific business outcomes. You know, in the last decade, the big challenge was trying to make massive amounts of content available at scale within our companies. But we've solved that problem, and by so doing, we've introduced this new problem. Now companies are struggling with this overload of content and how to leverage it effectively. It needs to be easier. Second, leaders don't have an easy way to measure the skills they have today. And without measurement, you don't have data. And without data, you can't approach it like an engineer would and guide your programs more effectively. So ultimately, you need skills intelligence driven by data and analytics. You need the ability to measure skill levels, how those skills stack up against peers, and how they map up to the needs of your roles and your business strategy. And you want to be able to measure skill progression over time because that's the best measure of ROI. But the reality is most companies don't do any of this today. Still a big problem. And third, leaders and learners need more than just video. Video has become table stakes, but now we need practice. We need hands-on experience. In fact, did you know that the definition of skill is the ability to do something well? You have to be able to do it. So the only way your teams can effectively develop a skill is by putting new knowledge into practice. And the practice needs to be immersive and specific to the domain in question, whether it be cloud, cybersecurity, data, etc. Unfortunately, this also continues to be a big miss for most companies. These 3 challenges end up requiring all of us here to have to fill those gaps. And that requires a lot of extra work, a lot of extra time, and obviously a lot of extra money. So given these challenges, we at Pluralsight are seeing a clear theme emerge across our customer base. You want simplicity. You want speed. You want turnkey solutions that are built to address your most important objectives. You need that operating system for tech skills. And we see it. We hear you. And we're committed to making it easier. So let me share how all of us at Pluralsight are evolving our strategy right now to better address these needs in the future. We know you don't need more tools. You need better tools. You need fit-for-purpose solutions. Over the last decade, we've been laying this foundation for the tech workforce operating system designed around the science of learning that provides 3 fundamental capabilities. First, we provide purpose-built content. Content that is designed to deliver a specific business outcome. You need content that you can trust to get the job done effectively. More content doesn't usually equate to more value today. If it did, your people would just go to YouTube. We understand this deeply at Pluralsight, and it's one of the key things that's always set us apart in the marketplace. That's why we have thousands of the highest quality content experts, these content creators who produce the content your teams use tailored to address your most common and highest value business needs. And that content engine never stops. And more importantly, we've provided valuable capabilities wrapped around the content, which brings me to my next point. The second OS capability is measurement and guidance. This is learning technology for measuring skill progression over time for both teams and individuals that can guide your focus and activity and ultimately deliver those outcomes. We built Skill IQ, Role IQ, and Skills Inventory for this very reason, to bring more skill intelligence to your skill investments. And these capabilities give you the power to build data-driven and personalized programs that accelerate the path to skill proficiency. So you can understand where skills are today and then guide them to where you want them to be tomorrow. Today, we have over 6 million skill IQs benchmarked across our ecosystem. And with each data point we collect, our platform becomes smarter and even more effective. No one else can match this level of visibility and personalization. And finally, the third key OS capability is technology that delivers an immersive learning experience. Your teams need to apply what they're learning in real-world environments, doing realistic projects that are specific to the domain they're working in their teams. For example, a hands-on lab for cybersecurity is going to look very different in terms of the experience than a hands-on lab for the cloud. Today, we offer more than 3,000 hands-on labs and custom sandboxes across multiple domains so that every individual can apply the knowledge they have to build skill before working in your production environments. In addition to those hands-on capabilities, we also offer virtual instructor-led training programs to bring immersive cohort-based learning experiences to life, and by so doing, accelerate the outcomes for your business in just a matter of weeks. So with these three operating system capabilities, you hold the power to advance your tech workforce by building sophisticated, data-driven, and immersive development programs. But we also know this: you still want it to be easier. You need better ways to build on top of this OS and put these capabilities into practice to solve the strategies you have at hand. Building on this OS, the metaphor of the operating system, you now want the turnkey applications built on top of the OS. Applications that are purpose-built to solve a specific challenge and drive a specific outcome, ultimately delivering real, tangible value. So today, I'm thrilled to announce that here at Pluralsight, we've shifted our strategy to deliver enterprise-ready solutions built on top of our core OS. We make it as easy as possible so you don't have to do that extra work. Now we offer a suite of enterprise-ready solutions for some of today's most common tech talent needs. Each one of these is built to deliver a specific business outcome like the ones you see here. And we're here to also help you customize these solutions to your specific use case whenever needed. And we know these solutions work. Let me walk through each one and then give a few examples. Just last year, we had Allison Horn from Accenture with us on stage. And this year, I'm honored that both Michelle and Kathy from the Accenture team are here with us in the audience. Welcome, ladies. Accenture continually talks about the importance of tech fluency through our partnership in developing their custom program called Accenture TQ. TQ stands for Technology Quotient, which is a measure of tech fluency. Through this program, they've up-leveled the fluency of hundreds of thousands of team members across their organization globally. Since developing this program, we've seen the same need for technology fluency emerge more broadly across our customer base. So we turned the solution for one customer into a solution for many customers, because we know that every person in every organization needs technology fluency. And that's why today we're excited to launch our brand new tech fluency solution called Tech Foundations. Tech Foundations empowers every employee, regardless of technical background, to become fluent and conversant in key disruptive technologies that are going to matter over the next decade. It's as easy as TikTok for tech skills, minus the dancing. And it's very professional. And ultimately, will deliver the outcomes. But just like TikTok, it's highly engaging. And it costs less than a cup of coffee per employee per month. It's a solution that will really change and raise the waterline in terms of tech fluency across the organization. Gary Eimerman, our Chief Product Officer, will be on stage shortly to talk more about Tech Foundations in the following session. But in the meantime, I'd like to invite out Lindsay Bayek, our Chief Marketing Officer at Pluralsight, along with Dan Branham, the Head of Global Advisory, Learning and Development at KPMG, to talk about how KPMG is working to scale digital fluency across their entire organization. Lindsay and Dan, come on out.
All right, we're very excited about the launch of Tech Foundations, and it is my absolute pleasure to have Dan with us here today. We are so grateful to be partnered with KPMG. Dan has an impressive background leading enterprise learning and development programs, and I know in your current role, you're leading learning and development for 220,000 employees at KPMG. That's a big group. That's a lot of work. All right, so KPMG has partnered with us for your Digital and Data Foundations program. I'd love if you could share with everyone here today a little bit about that program and what you hope to accomplish.
Yeah, absolutely. So Digital and Data Foundations is based on the Tech Foundations platform that Pluralsight has deployed. What we found over the past couple of years that digital transformation in our business and our clients' business is really driving growth in the marketplace. And conversations that may have happened at that tech level in the past are really happening with all of our advisors across the board. And so we really needed to achieve some type of digital literacy in core tech and data topics for everyone to be able to have those conversations right from the start.
Yeah, and I love that KPMG has prioritized digital literacy as a company-wide initiative. I think that's so important, and that you're prioritizing being a creator of talent, not just a consumer of talent, which Aaron has mentioned. So just as creating digital fluency is really critical, I also know that you focus specifically on cloud fluency. How are you working to close the cloud skills gap?
Yeah, it's a great question. So cloud is one of the key areas we provide consulting services around in our advisory services, so our management and consulting and tech industries. We have a lot of customers who are on that cloud journey and also expect us to have knowledge around how cloud is influencing business for now and into the future. And so, a key piece of that was creating a cloud academy that had a foundational layer, but then also let us move people up through the various cloud pathways that we have available and gain some certifications, either in Microsoft, AWS, or Google. You can get a practitioner certification or even a cloud security certification. So it's a journey that we send people on, and this is really the foundation that we start with.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So if I heard that right, you're giving a Pluralsight skills seat or subscription to anyone who wants to go on that next level cloud career path.
Yeah, correct. So the initial deployment of DDF, Digital and Data Foundations, is really to all 230,000 people across our network.
Amazing.
And then for those who are looking to further their knowledge, they can leverage the Pluralsight platform as well, and then move on through those certifications that we just talked about.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, at Pluralsight, our mission is to advance the world's tech workforce, and Dan is advancing the tech workforce at KPMG. Thank you so much for being a customer, for being with us here today. What you're doing is absolutely wonderful.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much, Dan. Let's give Dan a round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Dan. We see countless stories like KPMG's unfolding before us. And while everyone needs some level of tech fluency, we know that many team members also need higher levels of tech proficiency, mastery, and ultimately expertise. And that's where our upskilling and reskilling solutions come into play. For years, this has been what we've been best known for at Pluralsight and still are. But we found new ways to speed things up here. We've had thousands of customers combine our OS capabilities that I talked about earlier with our expert instructors and program design consultants to build custom academies. These academies can speed up your upskilling and reskilling efforts overnight, where individuals and teams can assess their capabilities going into the program using our digital capabilities, and then they can progress in a very personalized way, allowing individuals to skip over the pieces they don't need, and ultimately deliver the outcomes for the business faster. This hybrid approach of cohort-based learning, combined with our powerful digital platform, have been a game changer for many of our customers. In that journey together, we've seen many customers even shift to specialized academies in specific domains, like a cyber academy, a cloud academy. And those are driving awesome initiatives within their businesses. And guess what? We have you covered there too. Let me talk a bit more about the cloud. Today, our cloud transformation solutions are the fastest and easiest way to build the talent you need to drive cloud strategies. Based on your current cloud maturity level, this solution helps you turn cloud theory into cloud action, providing data on where to focus your efforts, certification prep to increase confidence and reduce risk for the business, and ultimately those hands-on labs and custom cloud sandboxes that build expertise and real-world experience as your teams dig in. Later today, Gary Eimerman will be out to talk more about these new cloud releases, including an exciting new capability that we call custom cloud sandboxes. This capability allows you to create a custom sandbox template where that sandbox can be hosted on our platform and match the real-world cloud environments used by your teams. Super exciting stuff. Now, there's no better example of cloud in action than at Wells Fargo. In just a moment, our president and COO, Somit Goyal, will come out along with Lisa Boning, senior manager of L&D technology from Wells Fargo, to talk more about their journey. But first, let's hear from Saul Van Buren, Senior Executive Vice President and Head of Technology at Wells Fargo.
Hi, my name is Saul Van Buren, Head of Technology for Wells Fargo. 3 years ago, we started a journey to rewire the bank, guided by our 6S technology strategy. And one of the 6 S's stands for skills. And when we started, we were all over the place. We had roles, we had competencies, we had skills not being aligned, and we had effectively only one career path. We rolled out a job framework across all 42,000 technologists globally. We streamlined roles, functions, competencies, and we built out the career paths and the development paths. We were about to start the Technology College, a big investment by the bank in the skills of our people. We did it together with Pluralsight in a virtual way. It hit a nerve. We had an enormous adoption in the first year. We saw 225,000 classes being completed by over 36,000 unique learners. It was on the level of API development, new ways of feature development, the agile way of working. And this year, 2022, we put a lot of emphasis on cloud certification together with a cloud guru. And we have by now over 5,000 engineers already being cloud certified, and that's exactly where we want to go. We see the Tech College as a product with a 3 to 5 year roadmap and investments across those 3 to 5 years. Investing in the college means for us investing in our people, investing in the talent, and that's what it's all about. And we do that together with Pluralsight.
Please welcome Pluralsight President and COO Somit Goyal and Senior Manager of L&D Technology at Wells Fargo, Lisa Boning.
You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone.
Lisa, thank you very much for joining us here. We love to partner with you and the team. I've joined Pluralsight about 3 months ago, and I've talked to a lot of our customers. And one of the challenges that they've been grappling with is how to drive broad tech enablement for their tech population at a fairly deep level, but then go very deep with a certain cohort of their people in domains like cloud, cybersecurity, data, et cetera. And I know you and the team have been on this fascinating journey on this topic, particularly when it comes to driving tech, broad enablement at scale, as well as going deep with your cloud people. Can you tell us a little bit about how you've gone about it and what the learnings have been?
Yeah, absolutely. When you think about what Saul was talking about on the video, the first thing was to get a new job architecture. And then what we thought we needed to do first was to deliver enough training across the full job architecture that people could start to engage. So that's when we selected the skills platform to be the foundation for the technology college. But people don't do it naturally. You have to teach them how to think about their development plans. So we really leveraged the concept of the T-shaped development and provided tools for people so that they could think about what's the breadth that they need for any tech job, but then for their role specific to really drive them down into the stock of the T and understand what I need for my job and drive higher proficiency. So that was step one. Step two was to think about, as we were pivoting towards the transition of cloud, what did we need to do there? So we engaged the Cloud Guru solution, and we've been providing training, structured training, as well as learning paths using that content and the hands-on skills labs to help us get towards the journey of cloud.
That's fantastic. So talking about cloud specifically, I think that the skill gap in cloud has been a widening issue for the last several years. This year, I think it's reached what I call a crisis level, and Aaron shared some of the numbers there. I know you've had some successes, so can you share with us a little bit about how you've gone about it and what kind of successes you've had that other people can learn from?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's not just about completion data.
Yeah.
right? It's about how do you deliver the messages and encourage people to engage in their self-development. And so I would think that probably four big successes has been obviously the support from the top down and the leadership messaging and how we continue to keep the momentum going. But also thinking about making sure that you're speaking to the metrics. So we've created what we think are very meaningful metrics for measuring how we get there. Cloud certifications is obviously one number that we track so that we can, it's an easy way to talk about have people acquired and what's our performance against that goal. And then we have a strong support system. So we're helping the different parts of the organization do cohort groups and continue to study. And at every journey, we stop, we reevaluate, and we bring more tools in, obviously with a strong partnership of the Pluralsight team.
That's awesome. So leadership-driven transformation, looking beyond the content, and really having this approach to measure success along the way. That's fantastic. You talked a little bit about certification. Look, at Pluralsight deeply believe that certifications are not the be-all and end-all of a skilling journey, but however, they are an important pit stop. And when it comes to driving certifications at scale, you are one of our most successful customers when it comes to driving cloud certifications at scale. Can you talk to us a little bit about how you have done it and what the learnings have been?
Well, driving certifications is not required. So how do you engage employees to want to get a certification? Yeah. And so it's by providing the toolkits and continuing the dialogue of how to get there. We've leveraged several of the services we used in an accelerator program that was put together by the A Cloud Guru team. And we just continue driving that. So it's a daily focus and a daily communication for the organization.
That sounds great. And so just to wrap up here, what's next for you as you make cloud the way of working at Wells Fargo? What is down the pipe here?
Well, cloud's going to continue, so well into next year and beyond. Then we think about the application modernization and the things that Saul talked about technology-wise. What we want to do as a learning community is to really step more, go beyond the structured training and really think about the holistic learning journey. We know that we need more hands-on practice prior to applying it to the job. And we're going to continue a measurement strategy that we have today to go beyond what's the impact to the business, but also look at what's the impact to the employee and how are we helping their career. So lots of focuses going forward.
That sounds great. Well, thank you for being an incredible partner with Pluralsight. We really, really value you.
Enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Thank you, Selman and Lisa. I'm inspired by Wells Fargo. They understand that a 5-year plan for cloud transformation requires a 5-year plan for cloud talent. And we'll stay by their side every step of the way. To help others through that same journey, we're excited to announce that our cloud transformation solution now offer all new cloud services. With this new suite of cloud services, our experts meet you wherever you are in your cloud journey, whether you're focused on building cloud literate, cloud ready, or cloud native teams. If you're on a cloud journey right now, we'd invite you to learn more about our cloud transformation solution while you're here this week. Now, beyond cloud maturity, there's another big challenge many of you share right now. Over the past few years, you've been hiring more new developers than ever before, thanks to the Great Resignation. So now it's more critical than ever to reduce the time from hire to first code commit. We have to improve that hiring process. Every day you save in developer onboarding is value for the company. But according to Gallup, 88% of tech organizations don't do this well right now. And every new engineer that you hire introduces new friction into the software delivery lifecycle. So we need to attack this head on. That's why our developer onboarding solutions are uniquely focused on providing a turnkey solution for onboarding developers quickly and effectively. In fact, we have many enterprise customers who run their entire engineering onboarding program through Pluralsight, reducing time from hire to first code commit by anywhere from 30 to 60 days. But onboarding is only one piece of the software equation. You also need complete solutions that help your teams deliver software more effectively. They have to be able to deliver it faster. And to better serve you in this critical area, we're also evolving there. Later today, Greg Cesarelli, our EVP and GM of Pluralsight Flow, will tell us more about a few new additions to our Flow product, including DORA metrics and investment profile. I'm super excited about what's happening in Flow right now and can't wait for Greg to show it to you. And finally, we know that many of you are committed to diversifying your tech workforce. In fact, this may be one of the most powerful ways we can advance it. Here at Pluralsight, we think deeply about how to help underserved talent build the skills they need to enter our workforce, to close the initial opportunity gaps that lead to future skill gaps and result in our collective diversity gaps. And that's why at Pluralsight, we offer our Pluralsight One Opportunity Academies. We're committed to developing the world's tech workforce from all backgrounds and all experience levels to help you build diverse teams where diverse experiences power your new solutions. So tomorrow, during our general session, Chris Oliver, our EVP of Corporate Strategy, will share more about Pluralsight One and the power of our Opportunity Academies. So this gives you a taste of the suite of enterprise-ready solutions we're bringing to market right now. And there will be more in the future. These solutions will drive your competitive advantage, your operational excellence, and the resiliency of your tech talent. And in the future, you can count on us to provide not only the best content, but the best solutions for every outcome, every role, and every team in your organization. This is how you advance your tech workforce. Now, before closing, I want to make one more prediction. Our top challenges will likely evolve yet again, and we may continue to find ourselves in these unprecedented times. The curveballs and constant change will likely not end soon, not in tech. So to navigate the future, become creators of tech talent. Developing your tech teams needs to be an ongoing, continuous practice, like building a supply chain within your business that you can count on. One that makes it easier to assess where you are today and then proactively create the talent you need tomorrow. And Pluralsight is the partner to help you do just that by building bridges across people, process, and technology. And our enterprise-ready solutions will make it easier than ever before. Thank you for your time, and enjoy Navigate. Thanks, everyone.